So I've been checking out a lot of films recently, particularly horror films, but I have to say, of all of the films I watched, this film still feels refreshing and easily digestible, and I think that's why I enjoyed this film. But nonetheless, let's get into my review, my full review of the film Seance. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the film Seance, which is available now to stream exclusively on Shudder. And might I add, with it being on Shudder, I think this is a fantastic film to check out and watch on a Friday night when you just want to kick back, whether you have a significant other or company, whatever it may be. I think it's a perfect film because the plot is not thick. There's not so much going on, and it's not something that you haven't seen before, but it has really good jump scares, really good sound, and ultimately it's just a film that you just get through in no time without really no big hiccups, and I think those are one of the films that, especially when I was growing up, that I truly enjoyed. And then I got older, I was like, well, they wasn't great films, but I still liked it. And that also speaks to about the tone of this film, which is totally a teen flick. So like you're not getting strong acting performances. Sure, there may be some flaws and misdoings in the logic of the plot, but I didn't even care about that. I cared about really just being entertained, scared if may be, and just ultimately, just being suspicious about what's ultimately happening in the film. And so getting into the film now, Camille is a new girl at this prestigious all-girl academy, and then soon after she arrives, she hooks up with these 6 girls who are just, one of those stereotypical clique girls that feel like they're all popular and they run it and so on. But they decide to do exactly what you never should do, and that's do this late night ritual. And thus they call upon the spirit. And while they thought it was harmless, we all know how this all plays out. But one girl ends up dying. They come to find out the next morning that somebody died, and now it's the whole mystery of like, what do we awaken, on one hand of that, and then the school obviously is wondering like, well, how did she die? And although they got their own story, there's still a big mystery around the death of this girl. And although the synopsis highlights that, going a little bit deeper into this, now that there is a opening for opening an enrollment for somebody else to attend, now a new girl comes to the school to kind of fill in the shoes and fill in the slot here, which she ultimately starts to end up filling in the shoes because she gets the girl that died, she get her old dorm room, and ultimately she's trying to figure out like, well, what's happening here, the cliquey girls, the popular ones that think they run things, and then, trying to fill that out, trying to figure out the mystery of what happened with the girl. And then ultimately, beyond that, the rumors of it being some type of higher spirit or whatever it may be, figuring out like that. And then she thinks she may be seeing stuff herself. So it's a lot of kind of going on. And while that sounds complex, it really isn't. It really, really isn't. So like I said, it's a teen flick. It has really good jump scares. I thought that, the sound was really good. That really complemented those things that are jumping out at you and whatnot. And then I thought the reactions to those, from the cast, I thought the reactions to the jumps felt really good, to the point that you kind of like, yeah, I would have absolutely did the same exact thing, So overall, like I said, I think it was really easily digestible. It's a good time. It's totally a film you want to check out on a Friday night. Without a doubt, it's just one you put in and just, good company, good popcorn and all that other good stuff. And then I think it's going to definitely deliver some potential scares and screams, jumps, whatever it may be. And while at the same time, you're still trying to figure out, well, what happened? Who is responsible for this? Is it a spirit or is it something else? And that's part of the journey here. So totally, folks, again, it's available now, Seance. Check it out exclusively on Shudder. Jump in the comments, let me know your thoughts about this film, and as always, stay tuned for more movie reviews very soon.
bell.